I shouldn't even be doing this video. I slept for 2 hours last night. I missed my first class of TAFE this morning because I was late. And I struggled to stay awake during the rest of the day. And I had to come home via the art store to pick up supplies. And I've got four things due tomorrow. I have an essay due, and I have a research project due, and I have a colour and media project due, and I have storyboards due. Oh, and there's a fifth thing. I have a model to build of a small barn to scale, and I started building it today, and we got given it 2 weeks ago, the project, and I didn't start until today, and I thought it would be relatively simple. Just rule out the measurements for it and cut it out and glue it together. As it turns out, I can't read scale maps and I don't know the measurements to build. I tried working it out mathematically, but I know that it needs to be a lot bigger than 7 centimeters high, so I'm doing something wrong, and I can't actually do anything until my dad gets home and he can help me because he has some experience with working with maps like that. But he doesn't get home till midnight, and that's not for another hour and a half. Which in the meantime I will be starting my storyboards and hopefully finish them in time, but I don't think I will. The important thing is that I did finish my colour and media project, which I did talk to you guys about either last week or the week before, or maybe even the week before that. But it's my tiger thing, and that's one half, and that's the other half. And I know that they don't actually match up when you put them next to each other. Mainly because that's not the way eyes look. Okay, there we go. They don't quite match up. One eye's different, and I didn't match the stripes very well. But the important thing is that I have done it, and I have completed it enough for it to be handed in. The problem being that it was due last week, so it's nice that I have actually caught up in one subject, but no doubt that by missing that subject last week, because I was ill, that's going to cause a problem, and there's probably something else due tomorrow that I'm not aware of. So yes, it has not been a good day for me. It was a good night last night, but just a lot of stress. The essay that I have due tomorrow, it's not going to get done, so I'm going to have to hand that in next week. I'm going to have to hand in my research project next week, which ultimately will probably affect my marks. Yeah, not good. I don't know how the model building project's going to go. My dad's probably going to be in a shit mood because it's going to be midnight and we're going to be up until, 3 a.m. building a little model of a barn out of foam core, plywood, and cardboard, and glue that is really hopeless at sticking things together. So don't know how that's going to go down. Yeah. I was lucky because I went to bed at a ridiculous time last night and slept so little, and I did these models for my architecture course, and they all went down the crapper really. They were just, I was meant to make them out of paper, but yeah, didn't quite turn out nice. So they were made of cardboard that I hot glue gunned together, and she thought that I'd put a lot of effort in it, so she gave me a decent mark. But I need to be getting better marks, and I need to be doing better in this course and keeping up with all the work. And that's my fault that I'm not keeping up. Because I procrastinated a lot. And when I get stressed about, how much work I have to do, or stressed about anything really, I generally turn to the internet to distract me, or I turn to games and friends online to, talk to about things that do not concern TAFE, and thus TAFE just sort of gets blocked out for a bit, and then I end up going to bed really late end up not sleeping, end up stressing myself out more because I'm tired. And it's just this really vicious cycle. And it's my fault, and I need to do something about it, but at the same time I really don't want to, because I got my priorities wrong in that I don't put TAFE as my highest priority, and it is my highest priority. Getting my certificate is top priority, and everything else should be taking a back seat, but TAFE is taking the back seat because I actually don't want to be there. I don't think this course is what I want to be doing, and I don't think it's where I want to be going in life. I'm glad in some way that I've done it, because it's kind of knocked some sense into me and gone, hey, the career you picked probably isn't for you, which is a bit alarming when you realise that and wake up to that fact. But it sort of leaves me in the awkward position of what am I doing with my life, and what job am I going to have? I'm stumped, really, and I still have lots to do, and I know that even when I get the stuff that is due, previous weeks or that week, that there's always going to be more, and it's never going to stop, and it's really wearing down on my patience and my inner strength. No. I should stop filming and actually get back to work and stop rambling and having some depressing thing about my life. Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. I really don't. I will see you guys next week. So I hope you guys had a better Wednesday than I did. So see you guys later.